Hi there, welcome back to Bernama today. Thanks for joining me, Jessie Chahal, and with me in the studio is Ajit Luther, hypnotherapist. Now, let's go straight into it, Ajit. Thanks for being on the show with us today. Tell us a little bit more about hypnotherapy. People have different perceptions about this.
Right.
Some people think it's,
Mumbo jumbo.
Yes, a bit of mumbo jumbo, but it can actually help us, and it can actually help us to control our minds and help us through different illnesses.
That's
so
right.
tell us, what really is hypnotherapy?
Hypnotherapy works with your thoughts and everything around us and everything, who we are today, where we sit, what we do, our challenges that we have in life came from our thoughts. So hypnotherapy actually works on your thought form. Now, in actual hypnotherapy, to do the therapy, we actually work on your altered state of consciousness. So there are three levels of a mind that you're looking at. We're looking at the conscious mind, then we're looking at the critical mind, which is your ego, and then we're looking at the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is where the pure power lies. Now, subconscious mind has been pre-programmed from birth to run certain systems in your body, like your growth, your healing, when you cut your hands, and that's auto-programmed. The other parts of it, for it to deliver to your body, to heal you and strengthen you, it has to be instructed, and the instructions actually come from the conscious mind. However, we are not the product of our own thoughts. From the time we were born, we have been programmed by our family, by school,
To think a
teachers,
certain way, to behave a certain way.
so we are programmed
Right.
according to their beliefs, their thoughts,
Right.
and they have been programmed according to their previous thoughts from their families. So we just go along that same path. Along the way, a lot of these belief systems do not work for us, but we are forced to carry through with it because that's the way we've been programmed.
Right.
So the conscious mind keeps putting in those thoughts into the subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind keeps producing it all the time.
Right.
As such, therefore, that why we have all these challenges, mental issues, we have these stress factors, we have anger, insomnia, and medical challenges
So
coming
you're saying
along.
all that is generally a large portion of it is self-generated.
It's self-generated through your conscious mind, which is not your thoughts. They are the thoughts of other people. Like a child that comes out now, you tell the child, you actually guide and protect and nurture the child according to your beliefs, right? So the child is going to follow your system.
So what we're aiming to do is to reformat, you're saying. We can reformat this intelligence that we are born with, because remember you mentioning as well, very
That's right.
interesting, that when we're born with this intelligent, quote-unquote, chip, if you want to call it, right?
Yes, the blueprint is within you. It's already there. Each and every one of us has got it. We just need to access it and give it the correct instructions, and the subconscious mind, which is the latent power, will deliver it to you.
Okay.
And our body is a biological factory. As it created you when you were born from the womb, it can recreate you provided you give it the proper instructions, the proper language and the patterns.
Right.
It's needed to be given.
So
but the trick is to get there, isn't it? And
mind over matter.
No, it's not. We say it's mind over matter, but you still have the critical mind which blocks off the thing. So you can try to empower yourself and get motivated and push yourself, but you find after a short period of time you will revert to your old ways, because you have not bypassed the critical mind and actually given the instructions to your subconscious mind. The critical mind is your ego. The ego is like a defense system. It likes you the way you are. That's the way you've been programmed. It doesn't want change, isn't it?
We know change is the hardest thing.
That's right. And they look at change as a fear. It's like going from one comfort zone to another comfort zone, creating new comfort zones in your life.
Which we don't want.
Which we don't want. Actually, we want on a conscious level, but the ego doesn't want, because that's the way we've been brought up. That's the way it's supposed to be, isn't it? Like, for example, a black cat crossing your path. We've been programmed to think that is bad luck. So even if we tell ourselves consciously it's not a bad luck, subconsciously we are still thinking, because the ego has put it such a way that it is bad luck, so your subconscious responds accordingly and says it's bad luck. Right. Isn't it?
Yes, of course. So we're looking at stress as well as a big thing that happens amongst all of us in this day and age, and with that we lead to different illnesses like cancer, for example, or even some people go through some really low points in their life. How can hypnotherapy help?
Okay, we are looking at two different angles here. One, we're looking at the medical side, and one, we're looking at the psychosomatic side, right? The medical side of looking at cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart attacks, and all these various medical challenges that we have today, which is very high, especially cancer and depression. These two are very, very high, not just Malaysia, throughout the whole world. It's reached alarming rates now. On cancer level, each and every one of us must understand that we are already born with these cancer cells. It's already within us. You have it, I have it, everyone has it.
It's just not active.
It's not just about active. We have it. It's in our cells, in some of the system. What is a cancer cell? Cancer cell is basically the cells that need to be released from your body are not being released, and they therefore mutate, and then they start going into a tumor and then start creating cancer, which the reason is because your immune system is down. So when your immune system is down, the cancer and all the other diseases begin to come up and play. Now we can say lifestyle. Yes, lifestyle plays about 30% role in that. 70% of it is basically your thoughts. In my research and the research that I've undertaken in my life in the last many years, notice that all those people who have cancer are people who have been suppressed. They're not allowed to express themselves. They go to sleep with all their anger, the frustration, whatever. They just do not know how to express themselves. So that automatically begins to bring your immune system down, lower by lower. You can keep popping vitamins and everything you can, but you're still not getting to the root cause of the problem. You're not releasing what you need to release. So you're just adding on more misery unconsciously. But that's the way we are, isn't it? Society is today. So as such, these feelings, emotions that we have experienced over a period of time, cancer didn't just come now. You were already developing that cancer maybe 10-15 years ago.
A period of time, yes.
And now it pops up.
So which brings us back to your earlier statement that we are a result of our thoughts.
Thoughts, that's right. We are a result of our own thoughts. So you actually, the doctors have to treat the body for the cancer. We treat the mind because we treat the thoughts. When you treat the thoughts, the body will automatically respond. So we have to treat it in an altered state of consciousness through hypnotherapy, by putting in the correct suggestions, going in there, helping the patients to release and getting peace within themselves, getting an inner security within themselves, and stop making themselves becoming the victim, right? And also neutralizing the fear factors, because they have a lot of fear in them. So all this plays a role. And as such, we work on those thoughts, and then it becomes a holistic healing. The doctor works on the body, we work on the mind. So we have to work together.